Somewhere in Tokyo. The rumors began sometime around the end of last year. The koi had disappeared from Kanda River. All along the river valley, where once they were plentiful, none remained. The culprit was. There it is. It's huge. It's even bigger than the boats. The reporter then said. That's right. It's been twisted up. It would seem outside the realm of possibility to twist up a nearly 10-meter-long boat. But reports suggest that the damage to the middle of the ship is consistent with being twisted in opposite directions. Was there an accident? Just what could have caused this damage? Or perhaps, just who could have caused it? At present, the police and fire departments are working together in their investigation. The captain, Mr. Tetsutakanaka, has been transported to a nearby hospital where he remains unconscious. Then a man shouted, "Mr. Yoshida. Excuse me, Mr. Yoshida. It looks like he can't hear us. Maybe he can't hear us over the helicopter. Can you hear us, Yoshida? Behind you. It's behind you. Look out." The reporter in the station is really confused, shouting, "What's happening, Yoshida? Who is that?" Then we see the prehistoric man grappling the extremely huge crocodile in the neck. Pickle. The primitive man. The crocodile had been abandoned in the sewers some years ago. Unchecked, it grew and grew into its current monstrous size. But for Pickle, it wasn't anything that he hadn't seen before. To him, it was just a small dinosaur. Which is to say, it was food. The crowd is really surprised, saying, "There's no way. Not through there. Whoa. Oh my god. I can't believe it. That's gotta be torture. Such amazing power. This must take the strength of a bulldozer. No way. He's still pulling it." The broadcaster then said. Our top reporter, Mr. Yoshida, has been left speechless. And who can blame him? After witnessing such a breathtaking spectacle. Not only did this giant alligator, which looked like it could have been a dinosaur that came back to life, suddenly appear after destroying a boat, but also this mysterious man burst onto the scene. Then we see Miyamoto Musashi slashing the television in half. Takugawa then shouted, "Musashi, what the hell are you doing? I could have sworn I got him. Where on earth did he go? You idiot. Why did you have to slice my TV in two? He's not actually in the TV, which is broadcast from cameras. Then satellites in space bounce. Okay. So, who was that? Pickle. Pickle? The primitive man, Pickle. He was a great warrior in the Cretaceous period who hunted and killed dinosaurs. Primitive? Cretaceous? Dinosaur? Are you speaking in some dialect? Well, this was all back in New Mexico when, and at our nuclear research facility we discovered in the rock salt bed and over 100 million years. Okay. So where is he? Interested in Pickle then, eh? All of a sudden, the legendary swordsman slashed Takugawa in half. He then said, He may not be skilled enough to be considered a true opponent. However, you sliced me, didn't you? This might be fun. To test the strength of an unpolished fighter. That was low. In some ways, I suppose he and I are similar. Then Musashi threatened Takugawa, saying, "Take me to him." We now move on inside an interview. Dr. Albert Payne, a paleontologist, has arrived in Japan. He is saying, "There's no doubt about it. It's Pickle. Doctor, could you give some comment as to the nature of the large reptilian beast?" Well, to me, it looked like a giant alligator. But to Pickle, it most likely looked like an easy meal. Mr. Pickle appeared to have vanished from Japan some time ago. Where do you believe he has been all this time? In the sewers, of course. The sewers? The sewers beneath a large metropolitan city are the perfect jungle environment. There's a never-ending supply of warm water. The temperature and humidity are maintained at a constant level throughout the year. So, when the pet you bought on a whim gets too big for its tank, and you don't know what to do about it, when you drop it down into the sewers, you are in fact sending it into a veritable paradise for reptiles. alligators, lizards, turtles, snakes. At this moment, there are countless cold-blooded and tropical creatures that call the sewers of Tokyo their home. What do you feel is the best course of action? If Pickle has been living in the sewers all this time, there's no time to waste. Pickle is a priceless asset to mankind. So, needless to say, we have to capture him. The government heeded the doctor's words and immediately put the police into action. A 91-member riot squad was quickly assembled. At Dr. Payne's instruction, they left nothing to chance and gathered over 5 tons of chloroform, focusing on areas wherein Pickle had been witnessed. They selected 10 sewer entrances within a 1,000-meter perimeter. At the commander's mark, all units began to pour. In a matter of moments, the sewers were filled with chloroform gas. There he is. It's Pickle. There's no doubt about it. It's the same Pickle that appeared the other day. The man who can rip a Siberian tiger apart with his bare hands. The strongest warrior of the Cretaceous period. They're loading him into an ambulance. But where will they take him? Related officials are remaining quiet and refuse to answer questions from the press. Inside a laboratory, a scientist is saying, "He's got quite the odor to him." Dr. Payne then said, "He's a 2-meter-tall homeless man. Were you expecting him to come in smelling of roses? You're right. I apologize. In any event, this is quite the setup you have here. We're 366 meters below Sky Tree, 1,000 from its top. This is a private facility, and it's the best. I can see that. Sorry to keep you waiting." Mr. Takugawa. He brought Musashi with him? Dr. Payne then said. "Takugawa, you old coot. Huh? You're friends? Heh. So this is what you caught in the sewers then? This has to be a first. Who else can say they've successfully gone hunting in the middle of Tokyo? Something on your mind, Musashi? Is this man of some renown?" Indeed he is. He's known all over the world. Some even say that he may be the strongest person alive. All of a sudden, the legendary swordsman winds up, slapping the primitive man with an immense amount of force. "We now move on somewhere in Japan," Motobiizo is saying. "I forgot about you. But that's no excuse not to protect you too." We now go back inside the laboratory. Takugawa is shouting. "What are you doing, Musashi? Stop that. Why did you hit him? He's crazy. Calm yourself. Just look at him. I smacked him right in the face. And he's still sound asleep." All of a sudden, the legendary swordsman tried to slash Pickle in the neck, instantly waking him up. Musashi then said, "Oh, he shows some promise." I aimed to cut his head clean off, but his neck stopped my blade. "You cut him? What a magnificent neck." Once, before the Shogun, I sliced through a pillar of bodies stacked A-type, including 6 pairs of arms. I was even able to split the pillar's foundation itself. The voices cheering bravo, all of them chanting my name. I was in ecstasy. But perhaps those praises were undeserved. First, Hanma Yujiro's clavicle bested my blade. And now, I'm unable to cut through this man's neck. He's a well-chiseled palace of muscle. That's right. Pickle. It was I who wielded the blade. And it was you who withstood it." Without any hesitation, the prehistoric man tried to eat the legendary swordsman. But Miyamoto Musashi managed to block him by only using his bare hand, then slashing every area of Pickle's body. Musashi then said, "You're a beast. Just like me. There is no armor that can withstand a strike from my sword." But from the moment when I touched him, I realized the texture of his muscle is different. There's an odd resilience to them. They're strong enough to stop my blade from slicing him into pieces. Just look. I cleaved as deep as I could. Yet, I've only scratched the surface. Pickle remembers his home, the Cretaceous period. Among the beasts who could shake the earth with their weight, Pickle remembers one. A particularly treacherous one. Small, but fast and nimble. The danger did not come from this creature's jaw, but from below. Razor-sharp talons on each foot. Pickle had faced that danger countless times. Even a T-Rex would sometimes turn to carrion rather than search for food. But not them. Always on the hunt. Always ferocious. Always after the giant beasts who could shake the world with their weight. Through the fog of memory, Pickle remembers. The Deinonychus. This is my enemy. The scientist then said. This is our practice room. After the cloning is finished, we use this room to exercise the body and test their muscles. The wall is made from duralumin. The floor is made from rubber. Here, you can freely. Dr. Payne then interrupted. Wait just a minute. Are you all quite serious? There is something I want to ask you, Mr. Musashi. Your standing here is nothing less than a miracle provided by cloning. On the other hand, we have Pickle. He was excavated from 1,000 meters under the earth. He is from the Cretaceous era. He used to feed on dinosaurs. His stepping into this era was a true standalone miracle. What we are doing now feels like it is the wrong decision. Both of you represent a miracle. And what might happen here means that we may lose one of you. Miyamoto Musashi or Pickle. Which one of them is stronger? Just for something so childish. You would destroy a miracle? Open your damn eyes. No need to scream. Our eyes are wide open. The strongest swordsman of the Sengoku era and the strongest warrior of Cretaceous era have met. You have a swordsman who doesn't care who he faces and a warrior who wants to devour that swordsman. To see a match between those two, we can only feel lucky to have that chance. If you don't want to see it, I suggest you get out. But if you dare to get in the way of this dream match, I will never forgive you. Then Dr. Payne took out a gun, saying, I also have a way to fight. In this day and age, even the decrepit and old have a way to fight. Mr. Takugawa, hearing that you were coming here made me rather uneasy. I had a feeling that you would do something like this. And it seems my predictions were correct. My entrance to this country is that of a state guest. As such, they don't check my carry-on. So, I want you to give up on this match. All of us will just leave here like this. And that will be the end of it. All of a sudden, Dr. Payne is surprised. Because without any logical reason, his hand became broken. Then we see the legendary swordsman slashing the doctor in multiple parts of his body, making him experience the horror of Miyamoto Musashi. Miyamoto then questioned. What kind of pistol is this then? Do you use it like this? Then the legendary swordsman tried shooting it, repeating it multiple times. He then said, it's a lot easier to use than shuriken. This thing can shoot quite well. Pretty damn scary. This is quite a useful way to fight, isn't it? From here on, it is Pickle and myself. Do not dare to get in the way. Just so you know, I'm pretty tasty. Then Musashi offered himself to Pickle. Dr. Payne then thinks. He cut me. Musashi Miyamoto. His very hands are blades. He completely minced my body. I remember it all so clearly. His ice-cold blade cut through my skin as if it was nothing. He effortlessly went through my layers of fat and muscle. He even cut through my bones as if they were butter. He went through me as if there wasn't any resistance, cutting every vital organ. I truly lost my head back there. I felt warm liquid oozing from my body. I watched as it splattered all over the place. Death. I died. My brain, every single cell of my body, saw the same thing. In that moment, I was dead. What do you think of this chapter? Do you think the imaginary blade of Miyamoto Musashi can cut through the body of the prehistoric man? Comment down your opinion below. Special thanks to Stranger Dragons Prevail, Francois, The Real Zurvan, a Patreon of the Uts, Jacket, Johnny Might, JJF, OK, Vega Punk, Isam Harris, Awesome Swayable, Trond Becker, Thomas West, Casey, Dead Fox 0606, John Vinovich, Ahmed Zoyer, Mystic Venus, David Fritz, Joshua Ash, Mars Kane, Brandon Zipperl, Claudio Aguilera, Francisco Carrillo, Lowell, Ethan, Haas, Carrot, Brennan, and Will74. We really appreciate your help. If you want to support my channel, please subscribe to my Patreon, LR Shion. I will put a link in the description below. Our next video will be about the battle of brute strength between Miyamoto Musashi and the prehistoric man Pickle. Stay tuned.